Hey folks, welcome to our channel. I'm Laura from Cherubs Chalks Interiors and today I'm going to show you our latest upcycle. Follow along for a step-by-step guide on how we created this gorgeous decoupaged blue desk. This is an old captain's desk which has definitely seen better days. It's damaged and worn and the leather writing pad is not in great condition. Let's see what we can do to restore and upcycle this piece into something beautiful. The first thing we need to do here is give it a really good clean. I've mixed up some white lightning with some water in a spray bottle and now I'm giving it a good scrub. Look how filthy it is. Once I've cleaned off all that grime, I'll give it a rinse with some plain water to remove any of the white lightning residue. You can see what a difference that has made. You can actually now tell what colour the leather originally was, but there is a lot of damage on here, so I'm going to have to do some work to cover this up. Now I'm going to apply 2 coats of silk mineral paint in the colour Salt Water, which is a lovely white. I'm using my foam roller and I'm going to apply this over the whole desktop. I'm applying the white as I intend to decoupage on the writing pad, but silk has a built-in priming stain blocker, so this will also prevent any of the red from the leather bleeding through. Most of the original handles were either broken or missing, so at the end of the project I'm going to be fitting some new handles. So for now I'm going to fill in the original handle holes with some Dixie Belle mud in brown. I'm also going to apply this around the edge where there's some damage. This is a great alternative to filler and can be applied really smoothly using a spatula. Now I'm going to scuff sand using my electric sander, but you can just do this by hand. I'm hoping to smooth out any scratches or dents and also create a key for the paint to adhere to. So now I'm going to clean again using the same method from before. I'm going to spray and wipe with white lightning and then rinse off with water. This is to remove all of the sanding dust and make sure that the surface is ready to paint. Now the prep work is done, it's time for the exciting part. So I have chosen Stormy Seas from the chalk mineral paint line. This is a gorgeous blue. For the base coat I'm going to mix in some sea spray because this is going to add some texture. Because the desk has had some repairs and isn't as smooth as I would like, I'm going to add texture to cover any imperfections. I tend to add my sea spray to the paint bit by bit so that I can carefully judge how thick I want it. You can see that the consistency I've gone for this time is more like a brownie batter. It's thick, but it's still got some nice movement to it. And will create a fairly subtle texture, which is what I'm looking for on this piece. Now I've got a premium chip brush, which is a natural bristle brush and great for adding this texture. I'm going to start by applying in a crosshatch effect and then I'm going to go over the whole lot with a stipple effect, which is essentially just dabbing the paintbrush up and down in the paint, and this should create a random natural texture. Now I'm going to be applying my decoupage paper to the leather writing pad on the top. I'm using Ancient Marrakesh, which is my favourite decoupage paper. This desk is actually exceptionally large compared to most of the pieces that I work on, so I am having to use around 2.5 pieces of the decoupage paper, but this does consist of some offcuts from previous projects. So I'm applying this by using some gloss clear coat as a glue. I'm going to put a layer of this onto the surface where I want the decoupage paper to stick. Then I will position the paper where I want it, and then I'll sandwich it using another coat of gloss. And now I'm going to cut off the excess using some scissors, which I always find better to do afterwards. You can cut the decoupage paper before, but I do find that when you stick it down, it can sometimes stretch and then you've got a piece that's cut the wrong size. Now I'm going to match up the second piece of decoupage paper and keep the pattern going across the whole of the top of the writing pad. The pattern does repeat on these decoupage papers, so you can use as many as you like depending on the size of your piece. Now I've got 2 coats of Stormy Seas all across the desk and I've left it to dry. So now it's time to seal and add some further detailed effects using waxes. I always start with clear Bestang wax as a base, so I want to cover the entire piece using this. I then buff off the excess and start layering up my coloured waxes. Here I'm using white and I'm again covering the entire area, and then with some grunge grey I'm just going around the details. I still want to add a bit more depth, so I've also got some black wax and I'm just going to randomly dab that on all over. I'm now going to get some shop cloth and buff and blend all of these waxes together to create a lovely cloudy mottled effect. I am now also going to apply this all to the top using exactly the same method. This is going to add some extra age to that gorgeous decoupage paper. Now we can fast forward. I've applied the hardware and this piece is ready for a photo shoot. Just look at that decoupage paper. I really love how the wax has enhanced this, and it really is the perfect addition to this desk. So there you go, she's finished. We've given it a complete makeover and we've made it beautiful again using all Dixie Belle products. I would love to know what you think of this latest transformation, and if you'd like to see any of our other work, you could go ahead and find us at Cherubs Chalks Interiors on all of the social media platforms. And you can subscribe here on our channel to get notified when we post all of our upcoming videos. Thank you so much for watching, hope you have a great day and see you next time.